Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
How could he be spending time with this woman? He doesn't spend time with me.
The same woman that we've seen has just joined him.
What is this?
Hey, no.
So he never told you he had a wife?
No.
What you doing?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. He met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. We got eyes on the suspect.
Whoa. Yeah! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me!
Man, get the camera out my face!
Get away from me! I swear to God, I'll show. This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember, I got it on camera.
I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Greetings, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Cheaters. Please meet Martha Hollins, a warm-hearted wife who believes her husband takes advantage of her forgiving nature. Tired of feeling like a doormat, Martha asks cheaters to check out her relationship.
Martha Hollins, age 41. A customer service representative who suspects her husband's affairs involve more than just business.
We met when I was 15 and he was 17. And it was like we just fell in love. I mean, I loved him, and even though I was only 15, I felt like I was in love with him. We have a son. We have a 7-year-old son. And he's not spending any time with either one of us. I mean, not just me, but family time. You know, he's not, and his son loves him. He loves his father, wants to always be with him. And it breaks my heart to see him want to be with his father, and his father's not there. I've caught him a couple of times without his ring. You know, he'll come in, and it's like he forgot to put it back on. So why are you not, because I'm gonna notice. If he doesn't have his ring on, trust me, I'm gonna notice. I just want the truth. That's all I want. And once I find out the truth, I can take it from there. Because if he's gambling, I mean, he's gonna have to get some help. But if he's cheating, that's a totally different thing. I mean, if you cheating, what are you exposing me to? What are you exposing our child to? You know, I just need to find out the truth.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Suspect's identity withheld, age 44. A tire technician accused of blowing out on his devoted wife. Investigation day 4. Cheaters investigators keep an eye on the suspect while he rolls through the streets of downtown Houston. The suspect pulls his car into a parking lot. After parking his work vehicle, the suspect, whose identity remains withheld, appears to greet a woman in the parking lot. A few moments later, the suspect and the unknown female retreat to his truck. About 5 miles away, the suspect and his companion arrive at a home-style restaurant famous for cooking up authentic soul food. The couple walk hand in hand inside. After a hearty lunch, the suspect and his companion exit and hop into his truck. After a bumpy start, the couple return safely to the lot where they had met earlier. Back at the companion's car, the suspect lets her out and then returns to his cab. Before the suspect can pull away, his companion rushes up to his window to get a little sugar from her man. The goodbye kiss opens new doors for the investigator and raises a few questions. Investigation Day 10. Agents follow the suspect barreling down the asphalt in his pickup truck. Cheater's gumshoes watch the suspect enter a convenience store known for its coin-operated games of chance. After the suspect has been inside for a few minutes, detectives spot from prior surveillance the companion whose identity remains withheld. A field operative follows the two inside and observes the suspect teaching his mistress the finer points of gaming. After losing their shirts at video slots, the suspect and his companion depart for their next location. Cheater's sleuths tail the suspect's vehicle to a hotel, where the suspect hustles inside to get a room. Once the cheater's suspect returns from the hotel office, he stops at his companion's window, and the two appear to have a heart-to-heart. It seems his companion is not ready to take their relationship to the next level, and so the suspect makes that long walk back to the office. After returning his room key, the suspect and his virtuous companion depart. A few miles away, they again arrive at the store where their evening began. The suspect, being the consummate gentleman, walks his paramour to her car. The couple say their goodbyes before heading their separate ways. Investigation Day 14. Detectives on duty catch up with the suspect again speeding off in his truck. Once again, Cheater's agents follow the suspect to the same convenience store from prior surveillance. The suspect exits his truck and approaches a familiar vehicle. The suspect and his companion share a warm greeting before hopping into his truck and hitting the highway. The suspect and his companion are tailed to a national chain restaurant where the duo duck in for a late dinner. The suspect proves himself a proficient liar, as demonstrated in this phone call with his wife.
How you doing?
I'm alright, what's up?
Nothing. I'm finna go down here over by the church stop, but it's locked a little bit tonight.
You always going, even on Thanksgiving you had to go and play.
Come on, baby.
We're always left alone while you go gamble, while you go gamble, while you go gamble. You never win anything. What is wrong? Do you have a gambling problem or something?
Come on, now, don't do me like this.
Do you like that? Don't do us like that.
Come on, baby. Girl, I only do a couple of hours.
All right, whatever. Do what you do.
Having arrived back at the convenience store, the couple share an embrace and a goodnight kiss before heading home for the evening. With sufficient evidence, Cheater's investigators prepare a report for Martha. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that surveillance cameras have captured undeniable proof of her husband's infidelity, Cheaters phones Martha to update her on the case. Fretful of the unknown results, Martha shows courage to come forward and discover the truth.
Martha, thank you for being here this evening. I apologize that we had to take you away from your company Christmas party this evening, but I know that you've waited patiently to find out the results of our investigation. Are you ready to find out what our detectives have been able to discover?
Yes, ready.
Our investigation begins at the close of a workday. Your husband's truck was followed until he arrived at a location where he meets with a young lady. They both enter into his vehicle. At this juncture, he is seen entering the soul food restaurant holding hands of this young lady. And after dining, they depart. He gets out, ushers her out, but then she comes back around and bids him farewell.
How could he be spending time with this woman? He doesn't spend time with me. He doesn't spend time with me or my child. He always told me he wasn't allowed to have people in his truck.
Now, on this evening, our detective again was following your husband. He arrived at a familiar stop of his. I know it's hard to see, but he is joined by a woman at that point. Our detectives follow them until they arrive at a restaurant. I know it's very challenging to see, I know, but there's as close as we were able to get.
I can see it.
After dining, They return to his vehicle. There's an embrace before they each get in their vehicles.
I just can't believe that he is seeing this woman every single day, where I'm begging him to be with me and my son. I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
Armed with the information that you now have, would you be interested in asking your husband directly what his intentions have been and why he's made these decisions?
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to check with the detective right now. Tell me what you have. He's outside one of the convenience stores where he typically goes. He still has his uniform on. He went there directly from there. Okay, we're going to load up in advance. We'll be on standby. All right. All right, everybody. Heads up, everybody. We're here right now. We're coming in. First left? Okay. Watch out, watch out. Keep moving, keep moving.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
Hold up, what's up? I'm Joey Greco with Cheaters, and we were hired by your wife to find out what you were doing.
You what the
No, that's not.
Tell me what the hell this is. Tell me what this is. Tell me what this is.
Hold on.
Easy,
What's your problem?
easy.
What's my problem? You here with this woman. You're my husband.
No, that's not necessary.
Oh, you said come on to her?
Yeah. Come on.
No,
Hey.
no. Come on, Mark. No, come on. We're not here for that.
What you gonna do?
No, gentlemen. No.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you doing, Pop?
We can talk about this.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
He meets with a young lady.
How could he be spending time with this woman?
What is this? What the
No.
So you don't know he married?
Married?
You don't know he married to me? We've been married for 8 years. We've been married for 8 years.
Easy. No, this isn't about violence.
So he never told you he had a wife? He never told you he had a child? So that's just it, right? That's just it, right? That's just it. That's how it's gonna be.
What you
That's
see?
how it's gonna be.
What you
Oh,
see?
well, this is what I see. Well, what you saying?
Hey.
So what? This is my problem.
No.
This is my problem.
No. We can
this
talk.
is my problem.
We can talk. We can
You wanna
discuss.
talk
this.
about it?
So what is there to talk? What is there to talk about? You been seeing this woman?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do nothing but around with this bitch here.
All the time?
Ass mother.
Well, hey, what's up? What
You
gonna
tell
do
me
about
what's
it?
up.
What you gonna do about
Oh, so you gonna fight your wife?
it? Why don't you chill with your mouth?
You.
No. You.
Oh, okay. That's how.
How did you meet this gentleman?
I met him at one of these places gambling.
You was one mother.
Watch your
And
mouth.
I asked you to come with
What?
me. You to come with me to my Christmas party, and this way you at with this bitch?
Christmas party.
With this bitch?
I just want to move on, sir, to
Okay.
be honest with you,
Okay.
because this is just a little bit too much for me.
Okay, back off and let her. She needs to take off.
Man, you gonna tell me something. You gonna tell me something.
I ain't telling you, man. Why don't you chill with the camera, man?
Don't touch the camera.
Don't touch the camera.
Yeah.
You in the camera, too. What?
Nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you. That's what the I
Man.
said. Ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. You a real man. You gonna want to fight your wife?
Why not?
You gonna want to fight your wife?
To the plate, you gonna get dropped, bitch. Then why don't you walk
Oh,
out?
so now, bitch, you wasn't saying that when I was pushing out your son.
I got some mace over here, and I would mace you. I'm serious. I have some mace, sir. You need to get the camera out of my face.
Walk up
You
on
gonna
me, man.
talk to me? Why you so interested in what you doing? Talk
I
to me.
saw y'all get them cameras on my face, man.
What you gonna do? What the you gonna do?
Hey, man.
What you gonna do?
hey.
What you
No. Hey, calm down.
Man.
Calm down. Back off. Leave him alone.
I told you
Guys.
to get off with the cameras, dog.
Martha.
So that's how you gonna
Leave
do
him
me?
alone.
That's how you gonna do me? That's how you gonna do me?
What?
That's what I'm saying. That's how you you gonna do me?
That's what it is. Take care of your business at home.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
How would you know what business I take care at home and you ain't never?
Y'all got about 2 seconds to get the cameras out of my.
You gonna do?
Easy.
They all know
see
you.
what
Mother. They all know that.
Come on.
They all know.
Come on now.
The you doing?
No.
Martha.
Martha, come on back. Come on.
That's such a move. That is such a bitch move. That is such a bitch
Y'all
move.
get the cameras on my damn face, man.
8 years of marriage.
Watch it.
Stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. Stupid ass.
You okay?
8 years of marriage, and that's how he gonna do it. 8 years of marriage. 8 years of marriage. He ain't worth it. He ain't worth it.
After the confrontation, Martha decides what to do about her philandering husband. Coming up shortly, Cheaters uncovers her final thoughts on the future of her marriage. But now Cheaters welcomes Hank Maddox, a previous suspect who returns to try and change the public's opinion. Ready to discuss his case, Hank collects his thoughts before diving in.
Hank Maddox, age 59. Hank walks us through his abhorrent experience on the show.
So I'm cleaning up the boat, and all of a sudden this camera crew comes up. I see the one camera guy, and I'm thinking, you know, what's this guy doing? Must be shooting a commercial or something. Then all of a sudden there's another one and the microphone, and I'm thinking, holy, what's going on here? They come down like a horde of locusts or something, and then all of a sudden I see Betty there, and I thought, oh boy, here we go.
Do you have any explanation?
What are you doing here?
Sue?
We haven't done a thing wrong. What are you doing here with all these cameras and everything? How can you embarrass yourself and me like this?
I'm your wife.
Hey, now
Get out of here. Get out of here,
Ladies.
Sue.
get out of
After
here.
35 years, you can't do this.
I'm not going anywhere.
You, stay on your damn boat.
well, I fell in love. I loved my wife for 35 years, and she was dying. She's dying, and all of a sudden it's like, you know, okay, fine. She told me to let her go. She told me to let her go. And Sue and I, we started talking, and all of a sudden she was comforting me, and then I was comforting her, and, you know, one thing leads to another, and what the hell, I'm human.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm in love with him. He's in love with me. He's done everything he possibly could for her. It's over now.
Okay,
We thought she
how
was
did that
going to
happen?
die. We thought she was going to die.
Let me find her. Tell her.
It's going to be him and I. He's not going to be with her.
So now Sue and I are still together. I love her dearly. Of course, I don't love her as I loved Betty. I mean, Betty was my wife for all those years. But, you know, Sue and I, we're going to make it together. Betty's going to have to deal for herself. I mean, she's going to have to fend for herself. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for that. I didn't want to be in this position, but stuff happens, you know. I mean, you read the bumper sticker. It happens. Well, it happened.
I've been with him for so long, and I'm not giving it up.
Well, I think, oh, easy.
Listen.
Watch out. Hey, guys.
I don't know who you think you are.
Betty.
You can't just destroy 35
You
years.
need to get out of my car.
You can't do it.
You need to get out.
No.
It's over. Get
No.
out, Betty.
Will you,
get
easy,
out.
ladies.
Just get out.
No.
It's private property. It's private property. Get off of here. You know, I said a lot of hurtful things when I was on the boat in retrospect now. You know, obviously I wish I could have taken some of the words back. But yet to embarrass me like that, I didn't think that was necessary. And I'm sorry that I blew off at her, but you know, she's the mother of my children. I respect her and everything else, but boy, that's really low. That's low.
With many things to consider, Martha Holland says her #1 concern is not jump into any hasty decisions. Martha is separated from her husband and will take the time she needs to decide what to do about her marriage. Keeping the conversation short, the suspect in the case denies all claims of infidelity. The suspect says, "I was set up, that wasn't me on the video." The suspect's companion was unavailable for comment.
remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.